Good morning! I have missed talking to you guys on show day. It's the first competition of 2024 and you may notice I'm actually home. I've come home. This is not the university yard that you're seeing for the most chaotic few days. We're talking 2 competitions, one with each boy, 2 final year university exams, so that's a bit serious, a yard visit and 1 top secret, super exciting outing with both boys that I don't actually think is top secret. I think I can tell you guys about, but I'm just going to check before I run my math. And that should have its own separate vlog, which will be like a bucket list tick tick, so stay tuned for that. But not the subject of today. Today is show day because the event season is fast approaching, which always seems to be the way. So it's time to get the boys out, get the competitive spirit back, and we're starting with none other than Mr. Star today, who's perfect timing, coming to say hello to the camera. We are headed to a local show jumping venue just to pop 1 round of fences, keep things nice, easy, simple, get me back to my revision. And because I thought that's probably not the most exciting topic for a vlog, I also thought that next weekend, Attie's getting out to do some weird amalgamation of combined training. It's combined training with cross-country fences, so it's basically eventing, Attie, mate. Thought I'd combine these 2 into 1 vlog so you can see how both the boys get on with their first competitive outings of the year. Are you happy to be back on the vlogs? Do you know, I've missed it so much. She says Star doesn't look like he's that happy to be back on the vlogs. I thought I'd do this admission whilst I'm on camera. I feel like I'll get a slightly nicer response. What have you forgotten? No, not quite that bad. My competition legal stick. So you have to be well behaved.
Like he's as if he would do anything.
But yes. Okay. Could be worse. I missed you, Flo. Oh, I bet he's happy to be going out doing a little competition.
He's also on my foot.
That's me.
I think he looks quite clean from there.
Between you and me, I am convinced I've forgotten things. I just feel like I haven't, my brain isn't in it, you know, first one of the year. It's not like that mental checklist I normally have, that even then I'm not that good at, so yeah, we shall see. I was just commenting on how amazingly kind of like organised the lorry park is and the trailers and how well parked everyone is.
Yes.
So I thought it was worth thanking the volunteers.
So on that note, shall we just take a look at the direction which all of these cars, without exception, are facing with their trailers, and the same with this row of lorries. And which way are we facing? Because Mum wanted to reverse it and make the whole lorry park stop for 5 minutes so she could get reversed in.
Don't be afraid to be different, Flo. How's it going in here, gang?
Star actually seems quite chilled, quite calm at the moment, but then he hasn't got out yet and he hasn't seen any jumps yet. So yeah, we'll get in there nice and quickly with a joke about how hopefully it doesn't go any worse than the last time I was out competing, because I'm sure Mum's itching to make that joke.
Oh, Flo, when were you last out competing?
Oh, when would that be? I'll just insert a picture of me falling off at the water now for anyone who can't remember.
Oh, was that Osmerton? More of that, Flo. So calm.
Able Star and Flo Carter. And that was clear 33.10.
He was definitely up for that, Flo.
He was such a good boy. It's so nice to see him come out after the break and enjoy it. And there were a couple of turns in there that I was like, oh, I don't know about doing things, this is our first time back. And when he went in there, and I was just saying to Mum, he was like locking onto all the fences on the way to fence one, going, yeah, I've done that. And I was like, okay, we can put in some tight turns. And yeah, I was really pleased with him. But also, the whole rest of the day he's been so calm, so well behaved, so good, which for Star is, yeah, it's brilliant. We're very happy with you. So there we have it, the first competition of 2024 is complete, and it was a good one, and we were really lucky as well because there's actually some pretty bad weather rolling in this afternoon, but because we were kind of done nice and early, it's been dry, it's not been cold, the wind's just picking up now, so apologies if you can't hear me as I'm speaking to the camera. We have results. I didn't stay to find them out in person because I have a 24-hour university exam tomorrow, so thought I'd better get back and revise. But Star actually came third out of, I think there were 30 starters in the end, there's meant to be 40. So I'm really, really pleased about that. That's just, couldn't have asked any more for the first competition of the year, and the two people that beat us by less than half a second. So he was quick, he just loves it, he honestly has the best time. I won't kind of waffle any more than I need to. You've seen the round, there's not much more to it than that, but stay tuned because this is only part one of the vlog. Next time you see me, I'm going to be taking out the main man and doing some sort of kind of similar to eventing type thing, hopefully, if everything goes to plan. It's the second show of 2024 and it's also the turn of the main man, which is rather exciting. I think he's going to be very keen to get out and about. I can't lie guys, since the first part of this vlog, I have sat 2 final year university exams and filmed a TV programme with Horse and Country, which is going to be a whole separate vlog, super duper exciting, in about the space of 4 or 5 days. So my head is scrambled. I'm still thinking about my dis, about the exams I just sat. I think today could be rather interesting. In fact, yesterday at about 10 o'clock, after watching the final of The Traitors, which if you know, you know, I realised that I had to learn a dressage test for today. So my brain is really all over the place. I'm gonna call it a win if I remember my dressage test and don't forget any really important stuff. So that is the bar. We're setting the bar very, very low, but I think I said in the first part of the vlog, we're going to some weird, like, kind of combined training, kind of arena eventing, kind of just like a venting competition with Atty. So we'll do a dressage test, followed by some show jumps, which links straight into some cross country, I think. We're learning on the job, but it's exciting. It's exciting. I think he's gonna be absolutely buzzing because he has only jumped once in 2024, which again, possibly some better prep would have been good, but I think it'll be good. Are you ready? You're gonna show everyone what you've got? The energy that you're bringing to 2024. Anyway, I'm gonna stop waffling because I'm gonna start running late if I don't get a move on. This has come at perfect time because earlier in the week, oh my god, I've got my jacket caught in my hair. It's just how the day's gonna go. Earlier in the week, I got a surprise package from Treehouse. I wasn't expecting anything, and this is what turned up as like one of the things in the package, and it's so me because it's blue, it's got sparkles on, it's literally perfect. I am obsessed. Off we go. Atty's looking like a walking, talking Treehouse advert. Oh, what a good boy. That's how you film a loading video. You gonna move around? No? Dude, move around. Because I don't want to show the camera your tail because it looks outrageous. So let's move around. I've got my Greg's coffee and biscuit, so I'm happy. Cue Mum making some sort of sassy remark. Needs a wash though.
I thought you were going to make a sassy comment about the Greg's, not about the state of the lorry. She's looking at Atty as she says that.
I'm looking at the grey that's due to be platted over there.
Yeah, Atty isn't platted. It's okay, I'd say like 1 in 3 of the horse's hair isn't platted, and Atty's fine with that. Look at him. But we've arrived. I don't think I've actually said that to you, and there's 16 fences to remember, which don't tell Mum, might not happen. We'll see. It's very twisty-turny, but I'm going to try my best to ignore that because it's dressage time first, and that's a whole nother thing to remember. So I'm going to start getting packed up, and yeah, let's do this.
I may not be running late, but the venue is running early. We're just having the same kind of effect of stress and rushing. So I'm kind of ready to go in my shade gear, and we're going to go and get warmed up. I have, in theory, about just like 28 minutes, very precise, until my test, but I think in reality it's going to be less than that. Luckily, Atty doesn't need a very long warm up at all, because I want to keep that excitement as he goes into the arena. But yeah, I'm going to try and put the jumping aside because I've managed to walk the course, and oh my goodness, I underestimated how challenging it was going to be. We've got like skinnies, the skinniest that you probably wouldn't even get them in like a novice. I'm not saying they're massive, but they are narrow. Ashley hasn't seen cross-country fences since West Wilts because I thought this would be like a soft launch. And I haven't got my stick, as you know, from the first part, so I can't even have that there for a bit of like my encouragement, but hopefully we'll be okay. Right, I'm gonna stop waffling and get on before Mum says, Flo, you're running late. I'm not running late, they are running early. Right, let's dive straight in with the first dressage test voiceover of 2024. And I wasn't sure whether to include the entire test, but I thought let's do it. It's definitely not perfect, but you kind of wouldn't expect it to be, given that we haven't done a test since September. So for our centre line we got a 6.5 with the comment that the contact could be stiller, which is definitely fair enough. I had struggled a bit in the warm-up, you'll have seen from those small clips that it was quite small and quite busy, so I just hadn't really been able to open him up and get him going how I wanted him to. For our turn left and turn right we got 2 7s, which I think was quite generous because I still don't feel he was exactly where I wanted him on the contact, but obviously the judge didn't see that quite in the same way. And then it was straight into a serpentine, which we got a 6.5 for, with the comment that the change of bend on the final loop could have been clearer, which I can see from watching it back here is totally valid. On the whole, yeah, I'm not kind of in love with this contact. It is a little bit head in the air, not perfect, but it's the first one back. Our transition to canter scored a 7, which again, quite generous. I guess maybe they didn't see his head move up a little bit when we were in that corner. And then we got a 7 for the turns and the sort of circles. I really like this test for being a good way to show that you can ride accurately, because these canter circles into canter almost squares give you that chance to show off your abilities. Do that in a way a lot of tests don't. And we got the comment that his canter work was fairly balanced, which is nice. Our transition to walk was a 6.5. And I definitely remember thinking, gosh, we just need a little bit more activity in this walk. He was kind of not striding out and open, and he wasn't particularly stretching down either. But, you know, first time out of the year, it's nice, I guess, in a way that he's not kind of exploding. He's still being really respectful. Just in this case, we would have wanted a little bit more from him, I think. Our transition to trot scored us a 7, and here I was just trying to make sure that he didn't start leaning on me too much. That was not our finest transition to canter, which scored us a 6.5 because the comment was that his head went up slightly. I think that was probably my fault. I didn't really prepare enough for that transition, and I think it was sort of affecting us all the way through our canter, but is what it is. There are some nice moments. Our circle got us a 7, and the comment was that we needed a bit more control over the right shoulder, which I agree. We were just sort of, falling out a little bit, not doing our finest work. And then we were into another serpentine, which we got a 7 for. This test is nice because you can practice loads of movements that, you know, quite a lot of tests at 100 level just have like circles or change the diagonal, and this one just really gets you thinking about your accuracy. For me, this was my first time being in, you know, a proper sort of boarded, lettered arena in quite a while, because the one that I ride in at home is more of a square, so it was just good practice for me. We got a a 7 for this half 10-metre circle and a 7 for our halt and salute. And actually, all of our collectives were 7s too, so he was Mr. Consistent, and I was quite pleased to score a 31.25 in an arena where the best score of the day was 31. So he was the second best score and yeah, quite close to the top, which is nice. But from a personal point of view, there was definitely more work that could have been done on this test. Dressage is done. Mixed feelings. Mum actually liked the test. I haven't seen it. I liked bits. I thought the first part was better than the second part. I thought I rode accurately at the start, and then I felt he got a bit flat, and then as he got a bit flat, I was focusing all of my energy on revving him up, and then my accuracy went out the window, so we'll see if that's reflected in the marks. I might be very wrong. But it's done. It's done. We've done the test in 2024. I remembered it, so that is good. Really pleased with the attitude because some of my riding was a bit dodgy, but some of it wasn't. Some of it was good. I did see some like forward open strides, but I also didn't, especially those first couple of cross-country fences. I think I was going, it's the first time we've seen cross-country fences, and he was like, and like, just let me at them, mate. And I was kind of holding a bit, but we found our rhythm. Bless his soul, because fence 15, which is that big kind of like arrowhead skinny, I lined him up to jump the wrong fence and then realised about 5 strides out that it was actually not that fence. So he got no prep to that, which is one of the bigger kind of more technical fences on the course. I saw an absolute shocker into fence 12, which was that really narrow little skinny, and I kind of ended up being like, just sort it out, and he was like, yeah, okay. But on the whole, really good feeling. So chuffed with that. I was saying to Mum that had I known that was going to be the standard of the cross-country fences, given how little he's done, I probably would have entered the 90, but obviously having jumped the 100 and how good he was has made me feel buzzing, because one of us has done everything they were meant to do today. They've remembered a test, they've packed everything they needed, they've remembered a course. One of us hasn't.
didn't do the board. That's your job. The board's still got first show of 2024 on it.
Sorry, I missed that.
So they'll never know how we got on. Sorry. See you in the next vlog.
First 2 shows of the year complete, and I'm hopping on here very quickly to round up the vlog, and because we just found out Atty's placing. So I don't think I said, but his dressage score was 31.25, which I was really pleased with, and then even more pleased when I saw that was the second best score of the entire class. There was 15, so not massive, but like enough that you're like, okay, second best score, we're happy with that. And the only person that beat him was by like 0.25, so very tight. And as you saw, he then didn't add anything in the jumping, so he finished second, which is amazing. Really pleased, because that was, yeah, throwing him quite into the deep end, and I was really pleased with him. But also I'm pleased with myself because I actually think I could have been a lot more nervous and backwards with my riding after so long not jumping solid fences, and yeah, I actually had a really good time. So a brilliant start to the show season, with Star being 3rd last weekend and then Atty being 2nd this weekend. Atty obviously heard about Star's position and went, I'm just going to pip him to that. And I'm not sure what the next vlog you'll see from me is, maybe the H&C behind the scenes one if that's not already out. Not long till eventing now. We've actually sat down and had a very tentative first little look at the season, so I'm very excited to be bringing you guys plenty of eventing action very, very soon. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, all that usual fun stuff, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye!